So, what did you think?
Boo!
Good. Let the butthurt flow through you.
That was real gay, my nigga!
For every good reason, Twilight's Kingdom. I've had so many ideas for covering this episode, and now that I have the time and it's staring me in the face, I'm a bit overwhelmed. I loved this episode. I loved a lot of episodes this season, but seriously, for 44 minutes, DHX took us on a magical ride, worthy of wrapping up what has been a crazy season, with some great high points and some very notable low points. Let's get the bitching out of the way, plus the nitpicks. Universally, everyone I talked to felt the rainbow powers, for one reason or another, were unwelcomed. Some felt they were ugly, some called them Deus Ex. But across the board, including the fans, I've yet to hear someone go, hell yes, rainbow powers. But we have a discussion section, and I'd love to hear you reply. If you really like them, by all means, represent. On to the nitpicking. We have to go all the way back to Season 2 for It's About Time, where Tarek supposedly escapes from Tartarus. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm happy as hell that they did something with that. But what was Tarek doing all this time? I've even heard some fans speculate that that would be 6 weeks real time on the show, but even then, I mean, it would have came up by now. Did he escape and lapse into some magical coma? Not a huge deal, just one of those things to mull over. On to the positives. Discord, hands down. This was the best damn Discord episode in the show. I liken Discord to a recovering alcoholic who you only had to dangle a six-pack in front of to get him to fall off the wagon. I predicted Discord would only need a gentle push, and he'd be back to his old self. Why? Discord, from what I've seen, seems to simply like the feel of friendship. Does he really understand it? Does he understand what it is to be good? Now, some of Discord's supporters may run out and say he doesn't know any better and he never did. Discord had one job to pull off on behalf of Celestia, and he blew it. I'm not saying his friends shouldn't have forgave him, what with the show being called Friendship is Magic. I'm saying his right choice came after the worst had happened. How convincing is it to do the right thing when it's the only option left? Being good comes from the choice to do good or evil, and you make the right choice. Some fans seem to think that evil means that you sit around kicking puppies and eating babies all day. Discord likely felt justified and liberated. His friendship with Fluttershy was in fact an imprisonment from doing what was natural: chaos, destruction, and evil. Imagine Dick Cheney walking up to George W. Bush after 9/11 going, "We should attack Iraq." It's something Bush would have wanted to do already. Tarek is Dick Cheney in this relationship. He's opening up a door that Discord already wanted to walk into. Now let's talk about Tarek. I've wanted a kick-in-the-door villain on the show for some time now, and I had just given up. It was never going to happen. I was never going to get some great alicorn-destroying, soul-eating monster. And after all of my dreams were lost, Hasbro gave me Tarek. I liked his old voice far more than his roid-raged incarnation. But considering that Hasbro borrowed his design from Gen 1, all things considered, he's fairly likable. He starts off as creepy. He's the least idiotic of all the villains, with a personality. He doesn't get defeated while just standing there like some people. I appreciated the fact he was the kind of evil that seemingly could have been stopped. He was villainy that grew on potential and power unchecked. Tarek's lesson is achieving your goals is every bit what you say as well as what you do. It's kind of funny that Tarek was totally dead in the water when Discord caught him at first, and just assumed he was screwed, but he kept talking. I don't think he ever considered for a moment he had a chance of talking his way out of his sad, desperate, long shot of a condemned old man when Discord caught him. Now let's talk about Twilight. It's ironic that DHX managed to make Twilight's overpowered as hell transformation still fun on the show in the same episode as the rainbow powers. And they still managed to blow that. Twilight walking in a door and making it explode, being so consumed with her power that she's terrified of it. They did such a good job handling an overpowered Twilight, I'm really bummed out she's gone. Oh, did you notice that they killed Twilight's house? It was a living thing. It was a tree and now it's dead. That was such an oh shit moment. I love when a villain does something horrific that makes fans grit their teeth and cry and stare in horror. It's gone. It's never coming back. They might make a new library, but that tree is dead. And that tree has been with us since episode 1. The crueler irony, all those crap books that Twilight kept that meant so much to her from Treja, poof, up in smoke. All for no good reason. That's how you end a season.